It's not just a tagline. July 7th, PWX presents the biggest show in the company's history, Legend, taking place at the historic Grady Cole Center in Charlotte, North Carolina. Doors open for the event at 6 p.m. and Legend gets underway at 7. July 7th, you will see history made, championships will be decided, and 3 huge matches will take place pitting the stars of PWX Wrestling versus the stars of New Japan Pro Wrestling. The stars of PWX and New Japan will step into the ring inside the historic Grady Cole Center for their opportunity to etch their mark in wrestling history and deliver performances that could only be deemed legendary. I'm Brett Wolverton, and this is your PWX Legend Update Desk. It's a match that is once in a lifetime. For one night only, the original members of the Revolt, PWX Tag Team Champions Caleb Conley and Zane Riley, reunite with the returning Man Scout Jake Manning for 6-man tag team action to take on the team of Mr. PWX Ethan Case, the Southern Savior John Schuyler, and wrestling one last time in the Carolinas, Japanese legend Jushin Thunder Liger. It's not just a matchup, it's a moment that many of us, including myself, never thought we would see. Jushin Thunder Liger in a PWX ring. A career that spans over 3 decades, a man that has held over 40 championships globally, including 11 IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championships, and a man who revolutionized what it means to be a high flyer in professional wrestling. Jushin Thunder Liger, on his farewell tour, will stop through Charlotte one final time. Liger will team with Mr. PWX Ethan Case and the Southern Savior John Schuyler, 2 of the most consistent performers in PWX history, for Liger's final time in Charlotte. Now, speaking of Charlotte, Charlotte is also the hometown of the members of the Revolt. Now, with this being the Revolt's one-night reunion, the first time they've been together in at least 3 years, one has to think, while there will be a roller coaster of emotions on the Revolt side, the returning Manning, Riley, and Conley will not settle for anything less than a victory. Again, it's a once-in-a-lifetime match that you can only see on July 7th. We talked about the credentials and championship accolades of Liger, but this is a match that also includes 4 former PWX World Heavyweight Champions, and Liger aside, everyone in the match at one time or another has held PWX Tag Team Championship gold. Which trio will walk away from the biggest show in PWX history victorious? Find out July 7th. More New Japan versus PWX action on July 7th. We'll see PWX's Harlem Bravado square off with Rocky Romero, who will be representing New Japan Pro Wrestling and Roppongi 3K. Rocky Romero has the experience advantage and recently experienced a career resurgence as the standout or MVP of the 2019 Best of the Super Juniors tournament in New Japan. However, standing across the ring from him on July 7th will be the man that many consider the standout MVP of the 2019 X16 tournament here in PWX Harlem Bravado. Bravado has been seeking out that one big single victory that will take his career to the next level. Many feel it's long overdue for Bravado, but should he be victorious against Romero on July 7th, it could make Bravado a superstar overnight. It'll be no easy task as Romero has been on fire in recent months. This one promises to be a show stealer on an already stacked card. Rocky Romero won't be the only member of Roppongi 3K in action on July 7th. In the 3rd PWX vs. New Japan contest on July 7th, it'll be the other 2 members of Roppongi 3K, the current IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, Sho and Yo, who will see tag team action against the tag team that is growing in popularity in PWX, the team of the high-flying Tracer X and the eccentric Drew Adler. Adler and Tracer have been in the midst of a tag team rivalry with former Evolve Tag Team Champions and 2018 Crockett Cup Tournament winners, the Lethal Enforcers. After scoring a big win over the Lethal Enforcers, it seems as if Adler and Tracer have hit their stride as a tag team. A win over Roppongi 3K could give them the momentum and upper hand in their ongoing feud with the Lethal Enforcers. And a win over the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions could put Adler and Tracer in line for a PWX Tag Team title match. No matter the outcome, this promises to be tag team wrestling at its finest on July 7th. PWX and New Japan Pro Wrestling may be clashing inside the ring at Legend for brand supremacy. But I am pleased to announce that behind the broadcast booth, things will be much more civil on July 7th, as I will be calling the action with not only a member of the PWX broadcast team, but also the voice of New Japan Pro Wrestling, Kevin Kelly. I'm excited to check this item off my personal bucket list as myself and Kevin Kelly join forces for the first time ever to call all the action as your PWX Legend broadcast team for a later release for video on demand. PWX Championship Gold defended at Legend on July 7th when the Innovative Television Championship is on the line as current iTelevision champion Saeed Al Sabah defends against one half of the Monster Squad built to self-destruct Billy Brash. While Brash has been competing primarily as of late in tag team competition with his Monster Squad partner Josh Cutshaw, Brash is a former Innovative Television champion and wants to reclaim the ITV title, and can do just that should he defeat Saif El Sabah on July 7th. Saif El Sabah won the Innovative Television title back in April and has had many notable title defenses since then, scoring victories over the likes of Harlem Bravado and TJ Perkins. Will Saif retain the Innovative Television title on July 7th, or will a new champion be crowned in Billy Brash? Should Billy Brash win the ITV title, he would make history by becoming the first man to hold the Innovative Television Championship on 3 separate occasions. If he wins that title, what would the future hold for the Monster Squad? 2 of the most dominant women in PWX will square off for the first time ever when the undefeated Lindsay Snow clashes with the Amazon of the syndicate, Savannah Evans. Lindsay Snow recently debuted with PWX and has a background in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which makes Snow a threat to the female powerhouse Savannah Evans. Evans has recently not only torn through the likes of the Mae Young Classic competitor Ariel Monroe and LAX member Diamante, but Evans also made her presence known in War Games back at the Art of War, helping the syndicate pull out a victory against Team PWX. Which one of these powerful, dominant women will walk away from Legend victorious? July 7th, we will also determine a #1 contender to the PWX World Heavyweight Championship in fatal 4-way action when Charlotte's own Darius Lockhart, Filth's Mason Miles, Sir Rios Badu, who recently made a shocking return to PWX, and making his PWX debut, second-generation superstar Brian Pillman Jr., fight it out in a 4-way free-for-all. These 4 men will fight to one decision, whether it be pinfall or submission, and the winner will challenge for the PWX World Heavyweight Championship on August 24th when PWX returns to Gastonia, North Carolina for Land of Opportunity, an event that will also feature the return of the Opportunity Knox ladder match. Fatal 4-way matches can be a total crapshoot and are totally unpredictable, as anybody could take advantage of an opportunity and instantly become the #1 contender for the richest prize in PWX, the World Heavyweight Championship. For some of these men, it may be the only opportunity they ever get to fight for the PWX World Heavyweight title. But who will the champion be when we get to August 24th? We will have our answer on July 7th. At Legend, the richest prize in PWX is on the line when the World Heavyweight Championship will be defended by current title holder Slim J, as he looks to turn back the challenge of the outspoken and very controversial Jason Cade. Cade has led a slew of verbal attacks on PWX management and matchmakers over unfair treatment in recent months, and now has the chance to put his money where his mouth is and has been granted a shot at the PWX World Heavyweight Championship. It was back at the Syndicate's very own show, We Deserve It, when Jason Cade and the rest of the Syndicate turned their backs on their once revered leader, Elijah Evans. Evans has not been seen or heard from since, has declined interviews and refused to speak to PWX management or anyone else for that matter, saying he has retired. Cade has now promised to do the one thing that Elijah Evans could not do, and that's defeat Slim J to become the new PWX World Heavyweight Champion. Slim J has had a monumental rise to the top of PWX over the last 12 months and had a string of successful title defenses recently. Now, while Slim might not be the biggest champion in terms of stature, Slim arguably has the biggest heart out of any member of the PWX roster. Slim J has been fighting for 19 years and has made it known that he will fight every single member of the syndicate if he has to retain the PWX World Heavyweight Championship. The PWX World Heavyweight title takes center stage at Legend in Charlotte on July 7th. Which man will walk away from the biggest show in history as the PWX World Heavyweight title holder? Will it be Slim J who retains the championship he fought so hard for 19 years to attain? Or will Jason Cade finally put his money where his mouth is and walk out of the PWX biggest show of the year as the new PWX World Heavyweight Champion? The only way to be a part of this monumental event is to secure your ticket now and be in attendance on July 7th. Tickets for Legend start at $15, can be purchased on our website, pwxpro.com. For PWX Legend, there will be a special meet and greet separate from PWX Legend beginning at 4 p.m. From 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., you will be able to meet not only Roppongi 3K, but the legendary Jushin Thunder Liger. Tickets for this meet and greet will ensure your chance to meet these stars. Tickets for both meet and greets or the meet and greet super ticket, which will save you $20, can be purchased as well as pwxpro.com. A stacked card from top to bottom, championships to be decided, history will be written, legends will be made when the stars of PWX and New Japan Pro Wrestling come your way live from the Grady Cole Center on Sunday night, July 7th, when PWX presents Legend. For the Update Desk, I'm Brett Wolverton.